Hey folks, welcome back to another edition of RV with the Tanners. Today's going to be a pretty quick video. This is something I wanted to do on our last RV in the Bighorn, but I'd never got around to doing it, so I'm going to do it on our new Alliance. It's the power cord replacement. So our 50 amp plug looks like this on our current system, and it goes into the RV. I'll show you in a second, and then it turns, and then you have to do this locking mechanism. While okay, it's not the best in the West. So I decided I want to upgrade to something a little bit different. You can see here the old plug, and then you've got the grounding on the outside, and you've got the input. But the new one that I have looks like this. So there's a safety cap on the front. I don't know if I'm going to put this on after every use. I hope I will, but maybe not. But this comes off, and then it plugs into the new outlet, which is this guy. And it just snaps in. There's no more of that turning and then locking and trying to spin the dial in order to get that thing secure and safe. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this receptacle out, install this new one. I'll show you some of the wiring involved with that. You take your power cord and then it just snaps in like that. And then to release, you push these two side buttons and it comes back out. It's a little bit more difficult until it's installed on the RV. Let's get to that. Okay, let's get to the part of taking this old one off. Oh, by the way, I've got all the power turned off. You saw the old cord, there's no power coming in. I've got the switch up front turned off, so there is no electrical in this RV at this point. Alright, so I got the screws out, and then I was kind of curious of how much extra space I had back here. And I'm going to have plenty of space to actually take this one off and install the new one on here. Not much slack, maybe 12 inches or something, but that's all that I realistically need. All right, so I'm going to take this apart now, and we'll show you once I get some of these wires taken off of this existing one. All right, so once you get that first receptacle off, mine is a little tighter. Depending on how much space you have, it wants to pull back into the RV. So make sure you have a buddy with you to actually hold on to this while you install the other piece. All right, so what we did was we've decided to actually let it go back into the RV. Here's a picture of my sister's feet hanging out the back. The pass through, she was winding it back around. Somehow the wire was wrapped around one of the plumbing, so she got in there and pulled it around. Now we've got extra, and it's not pulling itself back in. Lastly, before we install the next one, I'm going to put some rubbing alcohol, or the fancy name, isopropyl. I think that's how you say it. So we're going to clean up all the gunk that's around holding the silicone, or what was on here before. Make sure that's nice and clean, so we get a good seal on the next one. Good. Get it clean. All right, so now we're ready to put the wires on and put it back on the RV. All right, so before I actually wire this, I want to show you the coloring. On ours, green normally is the copper ground. So if your wire doesn't actually have the green sheathing on here, it's just the basic brown copper ground. So that goes to the green, white to white, black to black, and red to red. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so we've got all four of the wires put in. Little tip here, I started with the ground wire because it's more flexible, but that was a mistake. Start with the other three first, the white, black, and red, because get them in, and then this little ground wire is easy to maneuver once you get the other three in, and then it slides in a lot easier. I've already put the foam backer on, ready to attach it to the trailer. All right, so I'm just going to start with the lower one, and then we'll line up the rest. And oh, by the way, these are the same screws. They don't bring in new screws, so don't throw away the ones that you have with your existing RV. You're going to reuse the same ones. This is always fun lining these things up. I'm off just a bit. Rotate. There we go. And as you guys know, I don't like to tighten everything up with my power driver. I get it in there pretty tight, and I'm going to come back with my hand screwdriver and get it all the way in there where it needs to be. All right, everything's wired up. We're ready to go. Let's open her up. And then I've got the safety cap on here. Pull him off. Put him somewhere safe so you don't lose it. Put him right there for now. You see it's kind of keyed, so you can't do it wrong. Little there. Snap him on. Done. Getting ready to leave. To release arms, pull it off, lock it down. No more of that lock, spins, twist. It's awesome. And remember, put your safety cap back on. All right, folks, hey, this is about a wrap to this video. I'll put a link down below to the 2 devices you need. Obviously the power cord and then the plug that goes on your RV. Super excited about this new install. It took about 30-45 minutes. Kind of messed up a couple of things, running around getting parts, but it's a pretty easy install. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a great day.